Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Nerds with Dice. Tonight, we'll be playing Riffs, Ballad of Fates. Just a reminder, of course, Tuesday is the start of our week, and our schedule consists of Riffs, Ballad of Fates every Tuesday at 8 p.m. EST. Wednesdays is Kingdom Hearts Dreams, or Nobody's Dreams, with Bardic Knock at 1 p.m. EST. Thursday, I run Beyond the Void, a space opera game, at 8 p.m. EST. And Fridays, I run Millennium Nights, Turbo Jungle, at 8 p.m. EST. Alright, Kevin, what do you got for us tonight?
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Riffs, kind of. Our group of intrepid adventurers have crossed into another world where strange things have begun to happen. All right, let's go around and give our quick character intros so people can tell who we are, starting with Kid.
I'm muted, I'm sorry. Hello, everybody. I'm Evan, and I will be playing Krogahel Kid. He is a half-dwarven blacksmith on a mission.
All right, and Freya Rohan.
Hi, I'm Michelle. I play Freya, who's a human spy and also a Nightbane, which means I also play Rohan, an 8-foot tall angelic creature who with a 20-foot wingspan and a flaming sword.
All right, and Greeks.
Hi, I'm Ting, and I'm playing Greeks, amphibious goblin-looking DB side tech.
All right, and Peppermint.
Hi, I'll be playing Peppermint, our nature mage slash healer.
All right. So, the group was in a little town called Clay, West Virginia. No, was it Clay?
Yes.
Yeah. There it is, right near Charleston, West Virginia.
Yeah, because it
where
was
they found, where they found a factory and a empty mine, where they had reports of the man with the cobalt sword had been. And chasing those reports, they went into the mine down to the deep, deep bottom of it, where they encountered a room of absolute darkness. The world was thinner there, and seizing upon the moment, Rohan pierced the mirror that was the lake surface in this underground room of darkness and transported the group to the Nightlands, where they found that they were no longer in an abandoned mine, but in a long, stagnant NORAD base. So, did you make it out of the NORAD base? Did you make
Yeah,
it to
we
the
saw
ground
Yeah,
floor?
we-
That's where
we
we
saw
ended.
the sky,
You
Yeah.
opened the doors, the red sky is in front of you.
and it was like wasn't it like a dead city that we were looking at too?
You can see not far in the distance is a couple of ruins about building high, because there's not much between Clay and the city that used to be Charleston at this point. It seems to be all the vegetation is gone. What was once a thick forest is pretty much flat with some rocky outcroppings. You can see that the factory that you had found produces glass in on Earth. You can see that factory is running here as well. It is producing something. There's a couple of rocky outcroppings, and there's
Is
a
there
lot
vehicle
of
movement?
open space. Is there what?
Vehicle movement? Because you said that there was a factory that was operating.
The factory is
there, like,
operating. You do see a couple of semi-tractor trailers at the thing that
Huh.
look like they are able to move.
Okay.
So
There
this is also a mile away.
Let's see. Let me look at my distance. Because are yeah,
It's like the same
It-
same factory.
yes, the same factory, and it's about 30 miles from Charleston.
So we're almost like in an upside down situation. Like a
Somewhat.
that makes sense. We went through a mirror. Okay. Kid doesn't understand. I do. He's
Yeah.
just like,
You see Rohan, like they take it in, and you actually like see them sort of like struggle with their face, and then you just hear this low agreed. And
No.
yeah,
Now, Rohan is feeling as Rohan does, but Rohan doesn't feel the edge when they you can see flying above the factory are a couple of black armored things. This does not provoke Rohan to anger. This is more of a feeling of that is the enemy, but does not spur the hatred that it does while on the other plane. The smell here is kind of ozonish and carbon. The factory is producing a massive gouts of smoke. And
What?
there's practically no plant life. You can see occasionally there is one weird flower growing up near the base of the factory. The fencing is kind of shattered and broken around the factory. There's not much movement outside.
what's the soil like beneath our feet here? Like, what's the ground like?
The
Is it like
ground
hard
is-
stone?
It's dusty. The soil is... There is dirt, but it isn't exactly nutrient rich. Things feel dry here. As though life was kind of sucked out of the place.
I want to scoop a handful of it. Is it easy to like?
Yeah, it's goes through your fingers very simply, like a softish sand.
I want to show Peppermint. I'd be like, what could do this?
I'm not an expert. I don't know.
Like all the plants are dead. That's
I mean, that could be any number of things.
but as far as the eye can see, I mean, in a place that was
The environment
Weird.
becomes inhospitable to them. Sure.
There are clouds moving in the sky, but you can't tell what time of day it is. Everything is dark. You can see almost half normal.
like half our distance usually.
Yeah, everything feels like you put on a filter in Instagram for darkness,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not quiet. You hear the factory. There is a wind. Excuse me. There is a wind coming through, and when it hits the group, it kind of makes you feel a little uneasy.
What color is the smoke from coming out of the factory?
It is a grayish. It's not black, but it is a dark gray. It goes up into the sky and kind of fades and discolors the red of the night sky.
Should we go and check out that factory?
does Rohan feel a pull in any direction?
I was gonna say Rohan doesn't have any special. Rohan knows that the factory is guarded. The factory is a place where bad things happen, and is well protected. and Rohan kind of sees it before anyone else. There is a road coming up to the factory. And Rohan knows that that car coming up the road, the one that looks like some kind of weird, devilish 57 Chevy, it's like a black and red 57 Chevy where the windows are a little too long.
Yeah.
It's a little distorted. One side is slightly longer than the other. It looks like it's coming from a weird perspective. Rohan knows that that car is a living thing and carries the passengers, and carries passengers for the Night Lords. There's a rocky outcropping to your right.
So we could hide.
Yes.
And Rohan just sort of like hide.
Yeah, okay, you bet. Sure.
All right. Give me a camouflage or stealth.
What about a prowl?
Yes, that's it. Prowl. So many systems.
You're throwing me off. I was like, oh no.
Oh God.
I gotta open up my
I guess
sheet.
it's difficult for an 8-foot tall being with a 20-foot wingspan to hide because I got an 86 over 55.
What does it mean, Kevin? What does it mean when you get exactly your number? Because I got
That's fine.
35 on a 35.
That's good.
Oh, okay.
I got a 7 out of a 35.
Okay.
Ooh, that's
I got 88 out of 49.
awesome. Oh.
All right. So Rohan isn't the easiest to hide, and Greeks is a little slow to react. The air here is incredibly dry, Greeks. This is the kind of thing you notice before anyone else is that this place feels a bit like a desert. All right. Okay. Yeah. So, as the group dives behind the rocky outcropping, the Hellcar pulls to a stop. And out get two people in suits. And after one of them gets out, one of the hounds gets out of the car as well. They look around for a sec. They say, seriously? We have got to come all the way ass out here. The other one says, well, I don't know. You just do what they tell you. Get through the day. Then get through the next one. I don't know. It's probably a crap report. I always get crap reports from other side. What's that over there? They look over and they can see, and the hound has taken up a all fours position, pointing in the direction of the rocky outcropping that you are all in.
Should we hit him? I raised my hammer.
Rohan wants to, like, what are they doing? Are they approaching? Are they?
The two pull out what look to be pistols. And start to kind of flank around. Whereas the hound slowly moves towards the group, kind of giving off a low rumbling growl.
Rohan is just like, what do you want?
To who?
To one of the guys.
One of them is, holy shit.
Holy shit.
That one didn't see you, but did make his horror factor check. The other
What the
one,
fuck is that thing?
the other one stutters and steps up, puts his foot down wrong, and pulls out a second pistol. This one looks a little fancier.
Does he have 2 right now?
Yeah. Okay. All right. Who sent you? What are you doing lurking around the factory?
Don't care about factory.
They look over at it. One of them looks at the other one. The other one looks back at him. All right. Put any weapons down on the ground.
Why?
Because you're coming with us.
No. We're leaving.
I guess that's the way it is then. And one of them just starts opening fire on you.
Right.
Well,
We're doing this.
All
We're
right,
doing
initiative.
this. Stupid Shadowlands mafioso.
Yeah.
Oh. That was tilted, whatever it's called. That was worse. Okay.
I rolled a 10.
Okay. Anyone higher than 20? 19, 18, 17?
21.
Okay. Greeks.
Yeah, natural 20.
Nice. And Rohan, what'd you get?
13.
Okay, and Kid.
Pulling in at a 4.
All right.
Yeah. Typical kid style. Slow and steady wins the race.
Okay, sorry, I've got a... Do-do-do. All right, and up after that was Peppermint.
Are these humans?
As far as
Can I
you can
see
tell,
them?
the two people look human.
In suits, he said.
Yep. Nothing about them isn't human appearing.
Like no backwards eyes or
No.
inside out skin? Okay.
Nope.
Okay.
All right, Greeks.
Okay, how far apart are the two guys in the hound?
The two guys are kind of to each side of the group by about 15, 20 feet. I'm going to say 20 feet. And the hound is about 15 feet in, like, here's a guy, here's the hound. Kind of a triangle coming around you.
Okay. Yeah, I'll put up a force field around all of them.
What, around the whole group of you?
Of them.
All right, but the thing is, you're kind of in the middle of that group. So, sorry.
They surrounded us, sort of.
Yeah, they kind of...
Yeah, I think the building the building
That's not a good
is
point.
behind us.
Yeah,
So
the
we
building
can it's
a bit
behind
behind
us.
you.
Yes.
Uh,
And then they're blocking our escape. We have one way to leave. That's back through the building.
well, yes. And they are... So you can, like, kind of seal yourself in if you'd like, but you can't really get all three of them in the same bubble. You might be able to get one of the guys and the hound. But you can get one of the guys and a hound, or the other guy.
So well, the hound's like behind us, or like it's circling.
Is coming, like, straight at you. So it's direct on, and then the two guys are to the sides, coming at you. Like, you're standing here, there's a guy there, the hound, another guy.
Uh,
They both
I'll put
seem
it-
like pale, pasty white guys.
Specifically pasty, and oh, there's no sun. That makes sense. They can't get it. They would be pale and pasty.
Well, I'll put it around the one guy in the helm.
Okay. All right, so do they get any roll to kind of get out of that?
Saving throw -6 to dodge.
All right, so that's not going to make it for the guy. The hound rolls an 8. Okay, so you've got them both in that one bubble. As soon as the bubble goes up, the guy starts shooting at it. But we'll see how much he does on his turn. All right, Rohan. There's only one guy left.
Rohan is like, will attack, but Rohan's going to attack.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be interesting.
Okay.
So 21 to hit.
He's gonna try to dodge. Yeah, that'll hit.
Uh-oh.
So
He is not a supernatural being, as far as you can tell.
Oh no.
so that's 11 plus 16 is 27. Do I also get the 14 for a Night Lord minion?
No, it is not a Night Lord minion
Okay.
in any supernatural manner.
Okay. So then it's just the 27.
You're used to that. Like, the 27 is a lot. You're used to, as you cut into him, you cut into what appears to be just normal human flesh. You would have expected that to have, like, blown through a tank. You're not sure, but something seems different. The damage is taken, but the MDC no longer matters. You now deal SDC damage.
Oh,
Oh shit. All right.
You deal a lot
can't
of
fight
SDC damage.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, Rohan is
have-
just like
Rough.
leaving. Wrong. Leaving. Rohan trying to hit
Didn't like
again.
that shit.
Yeah.
That's 20.
Yeah, roll a 1. Go ahead.
$32.
All right, with that, you have killed him. As you lay into him with your sword, there was nothing supernatural about this person. This was a human living in the Nightlands, working for the Night Lords. Not a good person. As you cut them, there's blood. A lot of blood. They fall and gasp and struggle as they go down. But before the might of Rohan, the human falls. All right. The guy in the bubble. Let's see what he could potentially do. He pulls out what looks to be an iPhone 4 and hits some buttons on it. Now, you know, Greeks, that the phone is working, but it's working on basic old cell towers. Just like some crappy ass cell towers.
yeah.
So he's basically calling for backup. he manages to do, with his gun, 10 damage to the shield.
Can he
Uh,
transmit through the force field?
Yeah. I'm going to say radio waves can go through and other frequencies.
It just protects against like ballistics and spells and stuff.
Yeah.
Melee. Because it stops us from hitting them too, right?
Yes.
Just sort of puts them in a ball. Okay.
All right. Peppermint.
I am going to cast Befuddle on the hound.
All right. Since it's in the bubble, can magic get through it? Is the question.
Oh, the hound's in the bubble? Wasn't there?
Yeah, the hound is also stuck in the bubble.
Oh, okay.
But would you like to do that or something else?
Yeah, I'm willing to try.
All right. Trying to look up the bubble power real quick. I forget which one specifically it is.
Bubble power. Oh, Maxine would be so proud. Bubble magic.
Oh no, this isn't bubble magic. Bubble magic is much more math.
Oh God, really?
What?
I thought it would have been more whimsical and fun.
Nope.
No, one would think.
It is if you describe it, but
Mechanically,
Yeah,
it's more
okay.
math.
Ugh.
Yeah, so it won't stop magic from getting through. It'll stop like an energy attack. But you can affect the thing
I
inside.
mean, you still affect people's minds inside the bubble.
Yes. Psionic mental attacks, empathic transmission, biomanipulation all still affect it. So, go ahead. What's the saving throw on the
Uh,
for you? What's your spell strength? 14? 15?
13.
All right.
Does befuddle make you turn
It's-
on your allies?
No.
No.
No, it
It
just
gives you that
confuses
penalty.
them.
Yeah, it's
you
kind of
just-
light. Yeah, it's
They
a
get a
lighter
lot of
version.
they get a lot of
Feeble Mind in
penalties.
D&D. Yeah,
Okay.
it's
Yeah.
lighter
So,
version.
what are those penalties as they are going to be applied?
-2 to strike, parry, and dodge.
Mm-hmm.
Attacks per melee are reduced by half, and all their skills suffer a penalty of 20%
Gotcha.
for 6 minutes.
Human is dead. So. Sorry, I just remembered one more thing. There's always one more thing in my brain. My brain always has one more thing it needs to do. All right, so the thing grabs at its head. Its white mane on its black skeletal form, thrashing about inside as it grabs its head, and claws at the very major part, the bubble. All right. There it is, page 109. Paging through books is so much fun. All right. And it does some damage to the bubble, but not as much as it would. It deals 11 more damage to the bubble. All right. Kid.
Okay. I want to hop over the rock. First of all, first thing I want to do is light my hammer on fire. Does it work in this weird world of?
Does it normally cost PPE?
I believe it does.
Because when you're around such ample magic, we generally just don't think about it because you
I think it's
get
like a
back
negligible
quickly.
usually.
All right, so here it will cost you 10 PPE.
Ooh. Oof. Oof. Okay, so let me put 20.
It feels kind of like pushing through a screen door.
So I like jump over and then like what the okay. Like whew. That was a little harder than I thought. And then I want to run over to the bubble and I can't hit them. So instead I want to point the hammer at the guy who's on the phone and say, hey, you. Does he look at me?
Yeah. He points
Putting
his
on my
gun
best-
like he levels his gun right at you.
I'm making my best scary face, and I go, in like a little bit. That bubble's gonna pop, and you have to tell me everything you know that I ask you the questions about. Shit, I suck at this. You got it, Mister?
He shoots at the bubble right where you are.
I put my helmet down and I go, all right, listen, I'm looking for somebody. Maybe he works with you. There's a man with a blue sword running around here somewhere. Where
You
is
hear
he?
a car engine rev.
Oh man. Shit.
As the car comes driving up into you.
Into me?
Yes, the car is attacking you.
And oh my god, it's alive, you said, right?
Yeah.
I hate this world. All right, what do I do to this
You
beautiful
attempt to dodge. You can't carry a car.
Okay. How do I make this go away? Okay. Oh, I got pretty good dodge, and I rolled a d20 for that, right?
Yes.
I was trying to dodge this car and
You
not
gotta
get.
beat a 15.
I didn't
Okay. It was going
at all.
about 30 miles an hour.
Uh-oh.
All right. So you will take damage is just damage now. Your armor still is the same number.
Okay.
3 plus 10, 13. As the car plows into the back of you, you hear it rev in a way that also sounds like a glorious laugh.
Oh, no,
Oh,
no.
no.
Like it's
Oh, no.
enjoying this.
No, no, I don't like it. None of that.
The car is then going to wheel around and go for... See, I got a D4. It's going to go for Rohan.
Of course.
And... would you like to dodge or not?
Not. I want to save my actions.
Okay.
Can I use my
13.
actions on the car?
To do what?
Can I
So-
use my actions on the car?
Not yet. I mean,
Okay.
you started talking,
Yeah, that's fine.
so you didn't use up an action. You
I
have
didn't
them.
want to. I wanted to interrogate him instead of like fight anything, so that makes sense. That's fine.
Yes,
I'll
the
wait.
car is sentient and evil.
I don't like
So-
it, but it's cool as shit looking, right? Because you made it sound so fucking cool looking.
It looks like
Yeah.
something someone would try to put on the cover of a Stephen King novel, and
Yeah,
never
definitely.
quite get there.
I like that.
The lights on it glow a weird reddish, and it looks like an animal that just took a swipe at something and is ready to try another pounce.
Oh, that car is so cool looking.
And Rohan is still going, run.
Are we leaving?
Yes.
Oh shit! If Rohan wants to leave, I'm fucking dipping.
All right.
Done. If Rohan doesn't like this shit, I don't like it either.
You see one of the things flying around the factory starts to kind of head in the direction that you all are. A flaming hammer has been lit.
Oh shit, guys, my bad.
Well, also a giant 20-foot wingspan.
I'm sure that the fire from the hammer probably shines off of all of Rohan's scaly, like, shiny scales. Like, hello, here we are. The headlights of the car. You know what I mean? Yeah, the
Yeah,
gunshots.
Rohan's not subtle.
Oh, none of us
All
are
right.
really.
Greeks.
Oh, so the guy in the suit that Rohan killed, he also has an iPhone, doesn't right?
Yeah, he has an iPhone 3.
Specific. Look
Grease
up
is
the-
gonna grab that and call in. Like, I know the last call. That was a prank call. Nothing's happening over out here.
That was not the guy that was calling. The screen is locked. You're gonna have to take an action to crack it before you do anything else.
Okay.
Yeah, 2010. So iPhone 3 is reasonable. iPhone 4 is reasonable. The iPhone 4 looks like the iPhone 3 in your hand looks like it's 10 years old. But yeah, maybe it looks like it's been beat to shit. All right, so are you going to use your telemechanic?
Yeah.
Telemechanics. All right, give me a percentage roll on. I think it's 88 or under with your telemechanics, being a super
Oh
tech
my
guy.
god.
Would you roll an 89?
I wrote 100.
0, 0, 0?
Buddy.
Oof.
Oh, wow.
It happens
explained.
sometimes. So the thing is, the phone is so beneath the level that that Greeks is expecting that none of the back doors are there. None of the. This was before the FBI by default demanded that Apple install certain, let's say, safety measures in the phone, and this is it's kind of like trying to hack a Commodore 64 using a supercomputer. You're just like, okay, I just need to
Okay.
figure out where these ports connect. It just doesn't line up for you. And you have 9 more tries before the phone wipes itself.
Okay.
You put in the wrong passcode, basically.
All right. For my other action, Greeks will use telemechanic paralysis on the car.
The car is a living thing. It is not a mechanical thing. The car is not actually made of mechanical parts.
It just looks like a car.
It looks like a car. It is
So
not.
it's made of meat. It's made of car meat.
Meat may be one of the things composing it.
Gross and awesome.
But you do take the action to try it. Like, you reach out to try it and shut it down, and it just doesn't.
Okay.
Sorry.
Fuck this place, man.
I
Rohan.
know, right?
Plays so hard.
Rohan will attack the car and remind everyone to run. Let's see. 31.
The car is going to simultaneously attack you. So neither of you can dodge or anything, and you both take damage.
Car versus Rohan.
Being hit by the car feels like being hit by a car. 5, 17.
It's solid.
The car hits Rohan for 17.
I hit the car for 25.
Okay, the car has taken 25. As you cut in, you feel like there is a thin layer of metal. Like the metal is more of a carapace. This thing doesn't dent so much as slice and then bleed. You make a gash over one of the tires and blood runs down.
Ugh.
Hey, would like to try to hit the car again.
Go for it.
Again, remind leaving. Oh, that's a natural 20.
Okay, the car
Nice.
wasn't going to attempt to attack you again. So go ahead and roll that damage and double it and then add that 14.
Oh, so
Really should be
low.
using bookmarks. That would be helpful to myself.
So,
9.
so just the dice doubles, or does the whole?
Just the dice.
Okay, because this is a low. 9, 10,
There it is.
5,
I'm going to
4.
use my Nightbane bookmark in my
So
Nightbane book.
24 plus the 16 is 40. Then the 14, that would be 54.
All right, 54 is a lot. You smash into it. You knock out one of the headlights, which squishes and bleeds. So 75 plus 4 is, we'll call it 80. I know it's
Nice.
79, but let's round up to 1. Okay. Let's see, per
And then-
round, huh?
Yeah, and then Rohan is going to try to position themselves to like protect everyone as they flee.
All right, the doppelganger is going to shoot once again at the thing, or the man in a suit, I should say.
Oh.
Oh.
Deals 8 damage to the shell. That puts it at, I forget what the shell's at. It's still there.
It's 75 total.
Okay, so I think it's taken less than 20. No, 23.
Yeah.
Yeah, 23. All right. Peppermint.
Peppermint is going to listen to Rohan and turn around and flee back towards the building. I'm assuming is where we're fleeing towards.
Give me a perception roll real quick.
Alright. Roll the 19.
Okay. As you run towards the building has about a story and a half left before it becomes shattered rubble. You can see perched on what used to be a window is a figure in a cloak. They are extremely still, and if it weren't for you just happened to catch them. They don't seem to be... They seem like they are ready to pounce, but their positioning looks like they're ready to pounce forward instead of down.
Everybody behind us.
All right. Are you doing anything else? You have the option. You don't have to.
No.
Okay. The hound claws and hits the thing. The shell for another 16. 23 plus 16 is 39. All right, the bubble's about halfway down. Kid,
Yes.
you're by the bubble. The car slammed you kind of into the bubble, but then drove off. Its tires kicking up this nasty ashen dust. But you're close enough that you can run up to it, or you can run back towards where Peppermint is,
Run up to the car.
if you'd like. You could also run towards Peppermint.
Rohan is currently engaging the car, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, but Rohan keeps saying, "Go."
Yeah.
Where is Greeks?
Greeks
Greeks.
is
Are you
kind of in
heading-
between.
Are you backing away, or are you trying to fight the car? What's? Because I'm not gonna run if somebody's
Greeks-
fighting.
Greeks
Greeks
went-
wasn't.
Over to one of the bodies and is starting to back away towards where Peppermint is, right? Or are you still by that body?
Backing away.
Okay. So it looks like Greeks is going to pretty quickly catch up with Peppermint.
I would like to run. Okay, so yeah, I want to start running towards where Peppermint is, but I want to run past the car, and if I could take one big swing at one of its uh front tires, like just bong as I go past, just like and then like keep running.
All
Like
right,
fuck this.
go ahead and swing at it. It is going to do nothing to you. So go ahead and take a swing.
Cool. This was a D20, right? And then you add.
You're to strike. Yeah.
Not bad. 15 plus 3.
Definitely hits it. Roll your damage.
My damage big.
I don't think it feels
gonna do-
extra anyway.
I'm gonna do
Will
it
fire.
for my damage.
You do have magic, so you're damaging it. So
Right? Does my magic still, or does my fire? Does it still
yeah,
do
do
as much
full damage.
as-
It is not resistant to anything, except
Okay.
non-magic attacks.
So that's going to be 18 plus 9.
Which is 27.
Yeah.
All right,
Boom!
you hit
Tire.
it like right into the wheel well, and you hear
Yeah.
a crack of bone.
Oh God! It's so gross. No fucking way. I want to hit it, and I want to go. I don't think that's a car. Run past Rohan.
All right. The car is going to go for Rohan. And it rolls a 20 to hit.
Yeah, Rohan's going to save.
All right. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 damage to Rohan.
Rohan's a tank.
Yep.
All right, and one more shot at Rohan, because Rohan's kind of taken up the whole way. This one will do less damage, because lack of speed. Ooh, rolls a 19, though.
Oh, that's cool.
But you're not really resisting. So that's 8 more. So as Rohan takes damage, how does that look? Does Rohan's scales crack and flake? Is there blood?
Yeah, they're because the scales are sort of like an armor sort of bit, and they do like crack and come off, and then there's like blood. I don't think it's red.
It's kind of blackish.
Yeah. Yeah.
No one's done an internal scan of Rohan, and you're not sure one would be possible.
Yeah.
I like the blackish blood though, because that really
Yeah.
heavily contrasts the brightness of like your scales and stuff. You could really see. That's pretty cool.
Rohan's taken some hits.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
The figure jumps off the building and lands on the other side of the car. Jumping from the building to the other side of the car, easily jumped 50 feet, maybe 100. Yep, not 100, 50 feet. And lands behind the car. Behind there, you see a man with dark black skin, or a black man, I should say, because dark black skin could mean something different in a world where there are people with literally obsidian foreskin. A short cropped beard and a kufi hat, one of the brimless hats. And as his hood falls down, he pulls what looks to be some kind of broadsword out of it, which has kind of a purple sheen to it. The broadsword is covered in tiny symbols that seem to make weird patterns in the non-light. The sword does not shed light, but does reflect light that isn't there. If there were a sun, it would be glinting off this sword. The man slashes into the car. That will hit. And that will hit. 10. And all right, he does another 50 to the car. His blows are precise, accurate, and powerful. He slashes into where the trunk is, and it audibly screams with a honk.
Ugh.
And what looks to be some kind of oil and blood pour out the back. He says, "Don't go back in. I can get you to safety."
Rohan?
Rohan, you are a wielder of a holy weapon.
Yes.
Looking at that man, his weapon isn't holy. It is ancient. His weapon predates understanding. He is carrying an artifact in his hands that he wields with great potency. What you want to read from that is up to Rohan.
Where?
He says, opposite the factory, there is a water tower behind the Silt River. Meet me at the base of the water tower.
Which way?
He just points with his sword. It's kind of like, instead of here's the factory, here's the building that you're going to. It's kind of like around and back.
Fine. So Rohan will point and go that way, and then single to everyone the direction to go.
All right. You all start to hear what sounds like a bunch of motorcycles coming up the road towards the factory. And they seem to be, you see people on them. They're a little far away, but they're getting closer. Greeks, gonna run in the direction prescribed. You see more of the flyers start to leave the circle of the factory and start to head towards this commotion.
Let's go. More are coming.
Rohan.
I will make sure Rohan will make sure everyone's like on their way, and as usual.
So Rohan, you're gonna stay there for like one more turn, one more
Right.
cycle, and
Make sure.
while everyone moves away.
Mhm.
You can fly too. Nobody else can fly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rohan, I think, is faster than all of you on foot.
Yes.
All right. The man shoots at the bubble. 5, 7. Putting me at 46. Peppermint, are you going off in that direction?
Yes.
All right. Because of you, you know what a silt river looks like. The thing is, it just looks like someone dragged a bit of gunk across the ground. But you know a silt river means if you step in that, you could get sucked down.
Ugh.
Where there would have been a normal river behind the factory, it is instead a river of silt. Peppermint's nature, abilities point out, don't step in the silt. This means you'll have to do a little bit of a jump, but it's not impossible. All right. The Hound is also going to slash at the thing. Actually, the Hound is out of actions. Kid.
I'm looking up Silt River right now. That's a real thing. Gross. Yes,
Oh,
100%. I am leaving, but I do want to keep. I'll be on the tail end of our leaving party just in case.
It'll be you and then Rohan. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm definitely going with them, because, like we said, Rohan can get around faster than I can. I'm
Oh.
just wearing big clunky boots.
The car is gonna go once for Rohan. And a 10 to hit Rohan. Taking it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Rohan only has 2 actions left. Not too sure what's going to happen.
11 plus 3 is 14. As it clips into Rohan, wailing just full force into him. And then it makes a go back at the other guy. Who dodges out of the way. Okay. Coming up the path, you hear engines, at least 5 to 10, and you see dust being kicked up off of this road. And you see bikers dressed in leathers with leather hats. Some of them have spikes on them. And then you see the one at the lead isn't riding a motorcycle, but is a motorcycle. As though a motorcycle centaur, and in the middle of his chest is the headlamp. And he pulls out from his saddlebags 2 guns, 2 Uzis.
This is so fucking metal. I love this fucking place.
And starts firing into the sky towards the sky hunters that were flying towards the group.
That thing's a good guy?
We don't know.
We don't know.
It's not.
Yeah, right.
It doesn't appear to be shooting at you.
Oh my god, I love this.
That doesn't mean anything.
Behind that one, you see on what is a World War II era motorcycle, a person who looks like just has like a face, arms, and then just hair. Do you know who Captain Caveman is?
Yes.
From the Flintstones? A little more face than that.
I'm gonna look it up right now.
But is screaming and wielding a ball and chain, spinning it around above his head. 2 of the other bikers in back look to be more humanoids.
Okay, I see him.
And then the final biker has the head of a horse on a human body.
Oof. Nah. Not a fan of that.
The flying beasts that were headed in your direction seem to be taking off towards them.
Awesome. What the fuck?
Okay.
I mean, luckily we're from Rifts, so like, oh, a motorcycle centaur. Yeah, okay.
No, this is all still pretty.
It's still weird.
Yeah. It's still weird.
Yeah.
Even for riffs. Even for
I've heard
riffs.
Scorpion centaurs, but motorcycle centaurs is a step too far.
Now you've seen cyborgs.
But these aren't cyborgs. Like,
These aren't cyborgs.
Let me ask you, does the tires, like, going, because it's a motorcycle centaur, do the tires sound like tires, or are they like, is it like...
No, it sounds entirely like a real tire on
Weird.
a dirt road,
Weird.
which is a little more disconcerting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just something about them feels entirely unnatural and terrifying to you. All right.
I just want to leave that whole situation back there, back in the rear view.
So most of you have gotten to and somewhat across the little silt-heavy river. And you can see the water tower off in the distance. You continue to make your way towards it?
Yes.
All right. The car gets... every time the car goes to leave and try to go towards Rohan, the swordsman hits it again, kind of like... I wouldn't say playfully, but tauntingly. And by the time Greek's bubble bursts, the Captain Caveman motorcyclist has run his motorcycle into the humanoid and is engaging the Hound in hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
The other flying things start to circle around that group. It appears that you've been able to duck out of this by not being the flashiest flasher, like flashiest target. You can hear explosions, and then you see 4 motorcycles driving away down the road. You're not sure. You can't really see who's on them, but you can see them driving away, and the flying beings kind of chasing them, but not wanting to go too far past what is clearly some kind of radius they've been told to stay in. You all take a moment to catch your breath underneath an old water tower. There is dryness here. This water tower says, "Welcome to Clay, home of the Badgers," in old, faded-out paint up on it. It is made of just metal. It is rusted. It is unpainted in places. There's some graffiti. You see a "For a Good Time" call number. You see various things about F the Badgers. And you have a moment to catch your breath.
So this place sucks.
Yeah. How are we gonna get back?
Well, I mean that pool's still down there. We could probably leave.
Under all the little rubble.
Yeah, but we got out. We can make it back. The building didn't fall apart. We can get back, I think.
Your path was not blocked by any means.
Or we'll just find another like pool of weird skeleton water, right? Is Rohan with us? Did Rohan make it to us?
Yes.
Yeah, you're all.
Right, Rohan? We can just go through another skeleton pool?
I think has to be same one. I did not listen to Freya.
That's okay. I don't listen to Freya either, buddy.
That's why we're here.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe we'll find some clues. I mean, we found an ally, I think. So maybe, I mean, this is where these things are coming from, right? Then we got to be on the right trail. We got to be on the right track. We're closer to that hound boss. So we might be able to, destroy that or something. Or if Zarian's working with these things, then he's probably here somewhere, maybe, or someone here has seen him.
You wanted to collapse cave. So did Freya.
Yeah, but I'm saying that it was probably a good idea that we didn't. Did you know this world was here?
I am 4.
Like the number?
Almost 5 years.
Oh no! Rohan, you're a baby?
Freya's. I've not been Freya adult when I came.
Okay. So you don't know a lot of stuff, huh? Is that what you're saying?
We just Yolanda, first one I've met of my kind.
Oh, thinking back, the Captain Caveman being on the motorcycle and the thing with the horse face, clearly Nightbane.
Yeah.
But this is a thing Rohan knows by looking at them. They could have been something else, but those three specifically were Nightbane. The man with the sword and the other two motorcyclists you don't know.
Others are Nightbane. Here. Here.
Okay.
Well, if this is a good idea, you tell Freya. Freya's angry with me.
I'm sure Freya will understand.
Oh boy.
Clearly forgiven me every time I've done anything wrong. And turns out that you didn't do anything wrong because I think that this could be a good thing. And I look at the world around me like my mouth is saying that, but my face is not saying that. Like I'm like, I hate this place. But we might be able to
Standing behind you is a man. Is a black man with a short cropped beard in the brimless hat. He is wearing a long cloak, and you see he does have a holder for his sword on the outside of the cloak. The handle is laden up this close. Give me a recognized weapon quality, if you would.
Yes. I don't think I have that.
I think you have recognized weapon quality or blacksmithing.
Blacksmithing I have.
Yeah, we'll just call it blacksmithing because you know where that is.
That makes sense. What else? Give me my numbers. Give me my numbers. Ooh, a 28 out of a lot. 28 out of 73.
Okay, so this sword is a type you've never built. It is an old-fashioned kind of sword used for one or two-handed combat. The hilt seems to have a aged leather grip. It is made of what looks to be a blackened steel, but all over it, including on the leather. And sometimes over, like the symbols on it, overlap pieces of leather and metal. Like a symbol will start on one bit of leather and then end underneath it where there is metal. Some of these symbols you have seen. You don't know what they mean, but your mother
What?
had some of them on her hammer.
Are they dwarven in nature or were they dwarven?
They are not dwarven letters.
Did she ever tell me what they meant? I'm sure as a curious child I would have asked. Or did she always sort of avoid the be like, don't worry about it?
She would tell you, well, that's the old ways. We don't do that anymore. The man standing next to you and says, who are you with?
Us.
Your independence?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you know where you are?
No. Not really.
I'm gonna guess.
Kind of, but not. No. Ross is going to be like, no.
Does he look like that?
Yes.
He looks down a little bit, thinking for a second, and goes, you are lost travelers. I will see you on your way back home. My name is Muhammad Little. Please. I have a campsite not far from here where we will be safe for a bit.
Okay.
Oh, thanks for your help.
how did you find yourselves? He, uh, he's like, gather your things, and as you do, he says, "How did you get here?"
Uh, uh Mirror Lake, bottom of cave, bottom of mine.
That building has a mine in the bottom of it with a
Well,
cave lake.
our side, mine, bottom. This side, office. You said office. What
It
if
used to be a government security building. Yes. Uh, are you familiar with missiles?
Kind of.
Yeah.
This was a command center for an intercontinental missile.
What,
Before the dark day.
like a missile that would only travel within one continent?
No, intercontinent, between continents.
I thought inter meant inside of something.
I don't know.
Inter. Right? Doesn't that make sense? Greeks? Doesn't that make sense?
Anyone have public speaking? Anyone speak Latin? No.
Nope.
So, so, this is the place where the night people are, right? The night monsters.
You're in the Nightlands.
Good, great. This is where the Hound Lords are,
Why is this great?
and the Night Lords and
He
stuff.
stops.
Because this is where I think I need to be in order to find some people that I'm looking for. Actually, you might have seen them. It would be a man with a kobold sword and a woman with incredible magic capabilities. The man is most likely being kind of an asshole, and the woman was probably helping as many people as she could.
He takes a moment of silence, says, "Let's eat before we get into details then.
Okay.
I'm hungry."
Okay.
You handled yourself well with the Hell Chariot, with the Living Chariot. From your homeland has a lot of fighting.
Yes.
All right, then maybe you won't die as quickly as others.
That's good. That's good.
All right, he leads you toward, like, further into the mountains. The mountains here are smaller than they were. It's weird because you just came from a mountain ridge and you're headed up towards the same mountain ridge. It just seems like maybe 100 feet less of mountain for some reason. He leads you up a couple of trails. Like, if you weren't following him, you're not sure you would have found his path. And into a cave where he pulls out a Coleman camping stove. You see there's a tent set up, a mess kit, and like he has set up a camp inside this cave with room for a camp, like a camping stove and a couple of people to sit, and he puts on a lantern.
Is there even room for Rohan?
It's a little tight for Rohan, but yeah.
Does it look like more people have been here, or does it look like sort of it was a solo camp?
You can see there's like graffiti on the walls. You get more of the implication that this is kind of a waypoint.
Yeah. Okay.
Or like a route of people. Like, people occasionally stay here, but
Yeah.
few people stay here. Like,
Are your friends gonna be okay? I assume they were with you, the people that started fighting the other things.
they will be fine. We We are familiar with loss.
Okay, well that's not great.
Well,
That's
I am Rohan. Rohan. We are trying to stop them from entering our world. They're trying to take hold, enter.
I
invade.
understand what you're trying to say. The Night Lords want to spread. Your planet, what is it called?
Earth.
Earth.
Okay, good. What year is it? You all know it as, what is it? 112 PA.
Yes.
That one.
I have no idea when that is.
We have a bunch of rifts that opened.
Magic tears in space-time?
Sure, yeah, that's probably definitely what those are.
A lot of them?
A lot of them.
From what I've heard, yeah, a whole bunch. Greeks would know better. Greeks, didn't you come out of one?
Yeah, Greeks did.
So you're from different dimensions.
Not all of us. I was born there. I was born
But
on.
this world is
Greek
full
is
of magic disturbances.
Yes.
We have like, what are they called? Peppermint, the big rivers of magic that are under the ground.
Ley lines.
Ley lines. We have those, and
Wait, your ley lines are like your ley lines are potent enough to be visible?
they're really potent. They're dangerous, actually. You have to be really careful around them. If there are mages near them, they're like,
Mages? You have mages, okay.
yeah,
Yes.
yes. Peppermint is a mage.
Well,
I think we all have a little bit of magic in us. I have a little bit, not a lot.
well,
Is
all
it-
beings have a.
magic?
What's that?
Is the PPE magic, Kevin?
It's
I
not
right in saying-
directly magic, but PPE is the potential psychic energy that magic is fueled by. All beings have PPE. All living beings have PPE.
Would I understand what that is?
From where you're from, yeah, you'd understand that all like
Correct.
some people think of it as the soul, some people think of it as
Oh,
just the resonant frequency of your being.
I like that.
No one can really specifically say what PPE is, except it's your amount you can cause the universe to kind of
Bend too.
bend using magic specifically.
That's very cool. I could see different places having different cultures wrapped around it. You know what I mean? Like different ideas based on it. That's really neat. I like that. Yes, we have that. People call it different things, but
Well, this is the Nightlands.
yeah.
In the year 2006, the Night Lords took over Earth.
Oh, is that when it happened? Kid isn't doing that. That's me. That's Evan. I love that it was in 2006.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Parts of that Earth overlapped and still do. It is currently 2024.
What do you mean parts of that Earth overlap?
There was a day on my home Earth where the darkness came. The sun didn't rise. And the Night Lords, at first, from what I've heard over here, the sun rose here for the first time ever.
Oh.
The Night Lords infiltrated the governments, infiltrated many of the power centers, and my homeworld is in a cold war between the Night Lords and those that will fight them.
Wait, the Night Lords can infiltrate? I thought they were just sort of like big, stupid warlords.
The Night Lords themselves do not cross over as far as we know.
But they have people that are smart enough to be.
The Night Lords themselves are here. The Night Lords are as but gods.
Oh, that sucks. That's not good.
Are you trapped here?
No.
Can you go back to your world?
I can,
Why do you choose to be here?
because here I can fight. Here I can find travelers and prevent them from falling into the cities and the pits.
Have you
Here I
saved?
can do more good.
I respect that.
Have you seen the man with
The
sword?
Kobold Swordsman, yes.
Where? When?
And the woman with him, yes. It has
Really?
been
Was
some
she-
weeks since we saw them. It has been maybe a month since I had seen them together,
Okay.
but I have seen him less than a month ago. I was staking out that place, hoping to catch another glimpse of where he had gone.
That factory?
No, I saw him go into the place you emerged from.
That would make sense.
He's still on our world, kid.
Mm-hmm. Probably.
Probably, but there's no guarantee. There's if there's one way to get here, there are others.
Also, if he came here, he must have been here for some reason. There must be somebody that he spoke to, somebody that he worked with.
He leads a troop of hounds.
Yeah, I thought so. The woman that you saw, was she okay? Was she in good health? Did she look all right?
I took her to be a secretary or a subservient of some sort. She
Subservient.
The Nightlands have a way of trying to break people.
Okay.
Being here when you're not used to it is taxing on the mind. Your swordsman is working for one of the Night Lords. We have yet to determine which. He has gathered resources from at least 3 different settlements owned by different people. It's possible he is tied to Balal himself, but pray that he is not.
I don't know who Balal is. Have we heard that name yet?
No. Anyone can roll me a lore religion or lore demon, if you've got it. But he will tell you. I mean, he could just tell you. Never mind. He'll just tell you, unless we want to see what Peppermint knows.
Hey, I might know something. Hey, rolled a 27 out of 65.
On which one?
Lore demons and monsters.
Balal is a name that is biblically associated with a demon,
Mm-hmm.
and is definitely a greater evil. Here seems to be the name of one of the main kings of this world.
Who's Balal? What's a Balal?
He's a great demon.
I might be getting that. Is it Baal? Let me
Baal.
check. Let me just check.
I know in D&D it's Baal.
There's a specific name for this specific Night Lord. The King of the Night Lords. Oh, it might be Moloch. I forget. Another biblical related name, I believe,
Moloch.
but I don't know. My apocrypha is not up to snuff. Oh yeah, the coming of Baal. Ba'al.
Wow. So he's a demon?
He is a Night Lord. They are their own thing as far as we can tell. They serve the dark. Once again, you kind of hear the capitalized, but you don't hear the echoing from the as the last time you heard the words the dark.
So weird. So yeah, I guess Ball's like, what is he, like a dangerous Night Lord?
Baal is the lord of all Night Lords.
Oh, okay, that's not great. Okay. And you think Zarian might be involved with him?
There's a chance, though it may be Night Lords trade favors and compete and jockey for position. None have successfully ever challenged Baal's control, but they may be trading favors from him.
What would they want with a powerful mage?
Magic is something the Night Lords don't fully seem to understand from our intelligence reports.
Okay.
So having more people who can use magic around them gives them another weapon in their arsenal.
So they would have kept her? Where would they take these mages? Let's say a very powerful one.
I don't know. Different. The city of what used to be New York is now Doom Harbor.
Fucking, of course it is.
And a place where some mages, I know some mages have been taken. I do know a couple of people near that city, but it is far away from here.
And the 2 times that you saw Zarian, was he in this area?
I saw him previously taking out one of the resistance cells that I was associated with. We crossed blades.
I'm sorry.
You didn't cross blades with me.
I know.
Your actions are not his.
I know, but
The other time was taking his troop of hounds, but not the woman. She wasn't among them. Headed into the old building. I don't know. But do you have a name for the Cobalt Swordsman?
his name is Zarian.
He
And
pulls out a pad of paper from his jacket, from inside his robes. It's a little reporter's notebook, and he starts writing as you speak.
his name is Zarian, and the woman's name is Wenra, and I know he's hurt a lot of you, but he isn't an evil man. I think something has tainted him or corrupted him or is controlling him, and I think she's probably trying to help him if she's still here with him, or was. I think she's trying to stop whatever this is, and I think, and I look around, I think she might be in over her head. I think maybe he is too, and
Does your world have doppelgangers?
I don't know. Probably. We have a bit of everything. We got like dragons and stuff.
You have dragons?
Yeah, there was one sleeping on a building. I was trying to ask it a question. That we have like a church, and they were mad at me for it, and they started talking to me about, I don't know,
Okay.
gods of dragons and stuff. And there's like a church that worships them, and all kinds of stuff. There are wizards that use bubbles in our world. That's a thing. I think there's people that can make cartoons real. Our world's pretty fucking. You know,
I've seen an animator in action. They can be devastating at setting the right trap.
Yeah. My mother actually told me about these great warriors that are covered in tattoos and they can use their tattoos as weapons. I always thought that sounded so cool. But, none of my tattoos do anything, but I thought that would have been awesome.
A world with dragons that can they speak. The dragons speak. They
Oh,
aren't
yeah.
just
One of them
Oh
did
yeah.
a figure skating show. God, that was amazing, wasn't it, Creeks? That was so
figure.
good. I loved it. Yeah, yeah. You remember that Peppermint when
Yes,
they were
yes, I
skating
remember
around?
it.
Oh man,
In
so cool.
in the Nightlands, the dragons are predators. They're not
Oh no,
winged.
you have dragons?
We don't have real dragons,
They
but
they
people
have
call
dragons?
them dragons. I've not seen a dragon in the Nightlands.
Okay, like not these things don't have dragons. The night bad boys.
Are dragons powerful beings that associate with evil?
Well, they're powerful beings. I don't know if they're. I mean, I've heard stories of them being evil, but I've also heard stories of them being really, really cool. I think it just sort of depends on the dragon. I don't know. They're powerful though.
That
Everybody's
must
got
be
the
one of
sword.
the reasons they want your world.
I think the coalition fights them. Oh man, Freya would know more. Freya's the worldly one. I'm not. I'm not. I'm the wrong guy to ask. I lived in
So
one town my whole life. This is just
you,
stories my mom used to tell me.
so the woman was not active in the battle, but she was there.
She watched Zarian kill your people. She
Fight
wouldn't.
my people.
She wouldn't have done that. She would have tried to intervene. She would have tried to stop him from hurting you. If she knew that you weren't monsters, if she
What
knew.
what did this woman look like?
Uh, uh, Dark skin, a little heavy set, really poofy hair, usually pulled back in like a sort of a bun that sort of poofs out the back. Um, very, a very happy person.
The woman I saw had a similar hairstyle
Okay.
and a blue streak of what looked to be metal along the side of her face.
What?
Are you familiar with what a doppelganger is?
It's like a copycat or something.
On our world, many of the people born, but not all, have a twin come into existence in the Nightlands at a certain point. It's possible that your friends have been replaced. Or never were.
No.
Or the your world doppelgangers, when they come into our world, must kill their counterpart in order to stay on it. I don't know about your world.
Would they have? Would they have sought out? Would they have sought them out to kill them?
It is their only mission, their only instinct,
Okay. Okay.
if they are doppelgangers.
What do they do after that?
In
Do
my
they?
world, the doppelgangers continue that person's seat in power, their government position, their congressional leadership role.
She had an important. They both had important roles back in my hometown, but would they live in my hometown here? Is my hometown here?
What's your hometown called?
Lockhenge.
Your hometown probably doesn't even register here.
Okay, I mean it's pretty small.
People are brought to the cities to be consolidated into pools where the Night Lords reign more easily. Occasionally, there are encampments among the ruins of other places, but it's not long that places stay hidden if they get too big.
Do people like me and Freya have them?
No. The Nightbane have no natural doppelgangers. We don't know why.
Would they, for whatever reason, want to stay in my world?
Is your world as lovely as this one?
It's a lot nicer. There is a sun.
Well,
There are trees.
there are trees.
And there's
Occasionally.
power.
Yeah, there's also power and lights and stuff. We probably have cars that are alive, but I don't know. We could. I'm not sure.
He chuckles at that. He puts together basically it's a couple of cans of like brand name chicken soup
Nice.
and cooks for everybody.
I got
And he says, as he is serving it, he suddenly reaches over and grabs for a weapon, and standing at the mouth of the cave, you can see the shadow of a short, about 5'3" woman with a brown leather vest. And she says, "Now this is where you all have gotten up to." And you see Yolanda.
Yolanda!
And that's where we're gonna go ahead
Hey.
and take our break.
Yeah, Yolanda. Oh my god.
Oh,
Lana's
she's
back.
gonna have a oh gosh, she's gonna have a lecture. Frog's gonna keep
Red
it
War
worse.
job is not to come to this fucking place alone. You had one goddamn job.
All
But to
right.
be fair, she told that to Freya, right? She didn't tell that
Yeah.
to me. You gotta tell Rohan these things, Rohan does what Rohan does. Oh shit, man. Oh, I got a lot to write in my notes. Possibly
right.
a doppelganger, possibly dead, which I really hate. Oh god.
All right, we'll be back in a few minutes. Get up and stretch and get some water and stuff. And of course, enjoy the artwork. We'll be back soon. And hello, everybody. We are back.
All right. Thank you for joining us again. So far, the group has found themselves in the Nightlands. Met a swordsman with an ancient blade, who has helped them escape from a patrol of Nightland minions. All right. Let me just minimize that. There we go. All right. Yolanda, your contact, let's say, from Earth, what you know of as Earth, found her way to you. And she and Mohammed stare at each other a little. And she says, Are you one of Colin's friends? He's like, What do you mean? She's like, When did you last see Colin? Oh, did you see Colin at his birthday last year? And he goes, Ah, yes. No, Colin's been dead for 3 years is the answer you're looking for. She goes, Okay. All right, good. All right. So you're with the Resistance? He says, Yes. Are these your lost friends? She goes, Friends might be strong term. To remind people, Yolanda is about 5'3". She has dark, curly hair. She is Puerto Rican, of Puerto Rican descent, and has kind of a pockmarked face. She speaks with a thicker accent, but I'm not going to imitate an accent because that's weird. All right. She goes, I don't know how they got here, but I felt someone. Word got around to me about what was happening, and I tracked them here. It was, well, I'm glad you can provide some context for them. She looks around and goes, Yeah, I thought I had.
Hi, Yolanda.
Man-child, how are you?
Oh, that was a little needed.
Should I call you boy-child?
You can call me Kid.
I can, but I won't.
That's my last name. I don't walk around asking people to call me Child, Yolanda.
Except you do.
No, I don't. It's my last name. And
Anyway.
people find it difficult to pronounce Krogahel, and they find it difficult and annoying. We're trying to make it easier. All right, fine. I'm sorry. I'm upset.
Okay, so clearly,
News.
sir, I am Yolanda. What's your name? He goes, I'm Mohammed Little. He goes,
I am Rohan.
She goes, yes, I know who you are. Thank you.
So that's in the middle of the cave.
So,
That's peppermint.
and Greeks, right? I think I was introduced to Greeks. I don't remember, but I've overheard your name a number of times.
It's great.
Yeah. Okay, so how did you get through? Did you?
We found like a Mirror Lake bottom of mine.
Oh, wait, where?
Bottom.
It was in Virginia.
Our peppermint.
Yeah, I had to take a. I knew you were in West Virginia. I had to take a shuttle, like literal shuttle, like that I stole, and find a body-length mirror somewhere in West Virginia. It was.
Yeah. We sort of stumbled upon a body of water at the bottom of a mine that was very reflective.
And it was full of bodies.
That's gross.
Yeah, they were like lining the bottom of it.
Okay.
They
Well,
were
I don't.
easier to cross over, it seems.
Yeah, there's some places where the mirror wall's thin like that.
Well, and we think that there was a whole bunch of forces of these hounds that were moved through there, and possibly the man that I'm looking for. So Rohan sort of decided to take a dip. So we all went with Rohan.
Rohan just sort of.
It's okay, buddy.
Well, you didn't die, so that's good. You still haven't brought me my box.
Did we promise you something?
I don't remember, to be honest. I told you where the whereabouts of a box was.
Protecting box.
You brought me one. Oh no, that's right. You
Yeah.
brought it somewhere. You told me where it was, and I forgot immediately because I didn't want to know.
Right.
Yeah.
Actually, about that, we've been bringing them to like a wizard. Is that good?
Do you trust the wizard?
He doesn't.
Yes.
His assistant's really cool. Very nice.
I didn't ask if he was fun.
Oh, he's definitely fun. He's very fun. He's very loud. He's always kind of sing-talking. If I can, how does it sound? Greeks.
Oh my god, man-child, please stop.
Oh, you're talking about that wizard. I thought you were talking about the other one, the water.
No, not the water. He's not fun. He's the worst. Yeah, there's some sort of conspiracy people looking for you. Should I be saying this?
It's fine. He's not from our world and probably doesn't want to be.
So there's a bunch of other
Well,
people.
I should say your world, but whatever.
Yeah, there's a bunch of other people that are looking for the boxes. One of them is a guy who can fill people's lungs with water, and he looks sort of like a mix between. I know the story of Merlin, and then I think I remember a story about somebody named Jeebus. So he's sort of a mix between a Merlin and a Jeebus man, and that makes what he is. And he put a bunch of water in a guy's lungs. Anyway, they're looking for the boxes, and they're
Wait.
also fighting the night monsters. So I guess they're cool.
Put the water in his lungs?
Yeah, it was horrible. I tried to save him, but he just kept.
It wasn't like a spell or psychic power? You didn't see the water go in from somewhere else?
No.
No.
Assumed it was some funky wizard stuff.
Shit.
Is that a thing? What is that? What does that mean? Why did you say shit? He killed him for having darkness in his heart. What does that mean? I assume it means he was a night boy.
No.
So- Okay.
Those aren't Nightbane.
No, not a night bane. I think the guy whose lungs he put water in was working for the Nightman.
The Night Lords?
Yes, thank you. The greatest of them all.
Okay.
It's dangerous.
That being is very dangerous.
Guess that.
He seemed weird.
Yeah.
I didn't like him.
Yeah, angels tend to be like that.
Oh my!
Oh, Angel?
I mean, they call themselves angels.
My mother's told me about that. There's things in our world that calls themselves God and calls themselves angels and stuff, but they're not. But then they're also so strong that it kind of doesn't even matter to people like us.
So we shouldn't trust them, even though
Okay, story time, everybody.
they're fighting the Night Lord.
I don't trust him because he put water in a guy's lungs, but I don't know. They're also fighting the night guys, so I don't know if it's bad.
Yeah. No, I mean,
You figure, like, you guys look. I mean, not to be an asshole, but it doesn't look like this war is going well. So, like, isn't it good to have allies wherever we can who are sticking it to the Nightman? The night monsters?
some
Okay.
believe we'll take any ally. I tend to be a little more selective. Muhammad's group tends to be a little more selective. I, for one, won't work with vampires or vampires.
Dude,
Vampires?
Do tell us what vampires are, Kevin. Please do tell me what
They're
a
like vampires, but worse, but not in like a scarier way. They're worse in a pitiful way.
like they're annoying vampires.
Yeah,
Are there
vampires.
vampires?
But there's not too many on the Earth you're from. The vampires on your Earth tend to be a bit pointier. I don't know. More
Yeah,
potent. Better
I mean,
fed.
they die from water, so I don't know if that's like a.
Well, it sounds like. All right, so there's certain beings that believe they are angels. They fight the Night Lords. Some call themselves Gregarians or Anathatos. Anathatos? I forget how to pronounce it. I think it's Anathatos.
Okay.
And they got some old weird creation myth where they're the rightful controllers of the universe or some crap.
Oh.
And they, you know, the Night Lords took, I don't know, peed on their shoes or something. I don't. All I know is the 2 times I've run in with those types, it did not go smoothly. Huh.
So there's more than one of these guys running around.
I don't know. It's hard to detect them.
Okay.
Like, it didn't come from this side recently. Because I got a couple of alarms that go off sometimes when that happens, and something like that I would realized it, I think.
What is your situation with them? Like, do you fight them? Are they trying to hurt you?
I now don't have a situation with them. I just haven't met many, I guess. And the 2 I did were assholes.
This guy was definitely an asshole. He killed a guy. Just the guy.
Well, I mean, raise your hand if you've never killed anybody.
Well, but that's not. It was different. You know, he was like, "Hey, you have darkness in your heart," and then he fucking drowned him at the table. It was horrible. I think it's different if someone's trying to kill you, but I'm not just going to kill an unarmed person because I think he was a bad guy.
But what if you knew he was a bad guy?
And I put him in jail or something. I don't know. I'm not going to fill his lungs with water. Give him a chance to explain himself. Try to find out what's going on. Hey, you're the one that said the angels are spooky and bad. I'm sitting here agreeing with you. I don't know.
Yeah, it's just a lot to take in that you found your way here on your own, and now you're here in this cave with a resistance member, and now you're telling me about meeting one of the angels I thought were just a couple of. One was like a child-looking thing.
No, this was
Old as hell.
no. This one looked like the Jeebus Man and Merlin mixed together from the old stories.
But you said they used water.
Yeah, he put water in a guy's lungs. I
Okay,
didn't
so there's like colors, like elemental factions amongst that group. So I met like an air one once, and then like a fire one the other time, and then the place burnt down and we left. But the water, I haven't met a water type. It's, I don't know. It's kind of like Pokemon, I guess. I don't.
That's a little bit like the Pokemon, which
But
is still very vibrant and alive today in the Rifts world. I will say that is now canon. Pokemon still very
Pokemon Go is still going.
hard.
It was super popular in Lockhinge.
Yeah, Pokemon Go never stopped. Even after the world died, it survived.
That's not true. It did not.
That's not true.
Because there are basically no satellites. And Pokemon Go relies heavily on, well, I guess cell towers for positioning, but also satellites. Oh, whatever.
Can Pokemon be real, please, in the Rifts world? Can they have come through a rift? Yes, please.
She doesn't know. I don't know of any specific instances of that. I don't. Why are we talking about Pokemon? Why are you in the Nightlands?
You got me on this now. All right, listen. We didn't do. I know you're surprised that we did all this. I'm also surprised. Rest assured, we didn't do any of this on purpose. I did not mean to come into this hell shit world. I'm looking for somebody Rohan, I don't know, smelled something he didn't like, so he went through the skeleton water. You know, we're all just trying to chase these boxes and figure out what's going on. So rest assured, we're not doing this on purpose. But I
I
see what we found.
Freya was no, and I am almost 5, and I felt something, so I wanted to come. So I
Rohan's almost 5, so you can, and also our leader. So I'm sure you can see where the issues lie. And for some reason, I'm the one explaining this to you, and I am almost as smart as my hammer. So please go cut us some slack. I don't know where we are. I don't know what's going on. Jeebus Man filled the guy's lungs with water. They seemed like they're at least on our side, trying to kill the night monsters. We're looking for the boxes. I just need to find Zarian and Wenra so I can go home. I don't know what this shit is. I'm done with it, but I'm willing to help any way that I can. So, you do with that information what you will. It's called the conspiracy. That's what they're called. Apparently, they know all about lords, probably also you, and they met all of us. They know about all of us. Do they know about Rohan? I don't think they know about Rohan.
no.
They do not know about Rohan, so that's good. We know some of them personally, and
So wait, they were like linked in with your lives?
Yeah.
fine, but I guess
Yeah.
everybody else.
Yes, you could say that.
Like fucking threads.
Like my fucking sister.
We haven't been as selective as you.
So the fact that we knew some of them, I mean, come on, you know, like it. We were like, all right, maybe we could try to learn something from these people. Their mission led us here, right? Didn't their mission lead us to Charleston, and then we took a detour because we met the those awesome Amazonian cyborg ladies. But it was their mission.
We were given a job by them.
Yeah, their job led us here.
Wait,
We
the
found-
Amazonian cyborg ladies gave you a job?
no,
No, the
No,
conspiracy
they gave us info.
told us to go to Charleston, but then on the way to Charleston, we met the Sumerians.
Okay, Chimerians I've heard of. I didn't really pay attention when someone talked about them.
they fought a whole pack of hounds, and I think Zarian.
Ooh,
Fine.
what'd they do? Do you know?
I don't think they did very well, but they didn't all die. But I think they took they took a few heavy losses from what it sounded like. But they told us about the mine, and in the mine we found a skeleton lake, and here we are.
Here we are.
And here we are.
Can I have some of that soup? I'm hungry.
Yeah, please God.
And he goes, "Oh, please," and pours her water. She sits down and just like leans back against the wall. She's like, "Oh, this is nice. It's cold." Okay. So I trusted all of you, but this is the way the threads go, I guess.
Trust us to do what?
To follow the threads, I guess. I put you on a path and you pull at the sweater long enough and it unravels, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just feel like we're covered in threads right now, though, with no real idea as to where the sweater is.
The sweater's gone. It's all yarn now.
It's all yarn all over me.
Okay, we're getting a little deep in the metaphor.
What kind of fabric is the sweater?
It does not matter.
Itchy, very itchy.
Okay, so you were chasing a lead that took you here.
Yeah.
Did you figure out that lead? You said you got sidetracked?
Well, we never made it to Charleston, right? We
No.
came straight here because we met the Sumerians first.
The lead is still in Charleston.
So you need to get back to Charleston to do what you needed to do.
Mm-hmm. What was that job, by the way? Do you guys remember? I have it on my phone.
They
But
were
Fine.
Charleston
Play it.
having issues with suspicious replacements.
oh, wait, suspicious.
Oh, could it be doppelgangers?
Oh
Oh my god!
And they could be coming through, guys. They could be coming through the fucking skeleton water. Oh my god, it makes sense. Okay, so Charleston must have the doppel people, and they're coming through the skeleton water. We did it.
We have to go there.
Good job, Greeks. I want to give Greeks a high five. Peppermint up top. Give Peppermint a high five. We're doing this. There you go.
Oh,
No, you gotta hold the whole hand. There you go. Rohan. Ow. Okay.
Rohan is still immensely strong.
Yeah. So I guess that's right. Does that happen often? Because that sounds like it's probably it.
I mean, and Muhammad says that I have seen a number of people brought through. I didn't have context for them, but that would make some sense if they had been doppelgangers who had agreed to work for one of the warlords. We're not sure which one. But we're narrowing down some options. A couple of them claim this territory, but it's kind of on the fringes of it, so what they claim and what they actually handle is not always the same.
Oh, we got people like that at Rifts. They're the coalition. They like claim to own the whole planet, but they, they get killed a lot.
Well, that is a thing the Night Lords would do to gain a foothold. There is a number where they start to become a little more powerful.
So do they try to, if they want to take over an area, they'll send a bunch of doppelgangers first. The doppelgangers will kill the originals, take their place in our world in order to start a smoother transition.
Yes, it's like sending out feelers.
Okay.
And in my world, the doppelgangers convinced others to worship the Night Lords, which provided them the resources they need to make the move they did, we believe.
Do they
It could be converting the whole town to worship the Night Lords.
I mean, how do we stop that? Do we just have to expose the doppelgangers? And even then, is there a way to do that without, I mean, like killing them or?
Doppelgangers are not controlled directly by the Night Lords. They are not mentally dominated by them, but often controlled by force or coercion or promises.
So
many doppelgangers would do anything in their power to not return to the Nightlands.
Interesting.
Okay.
Well, they must know that if they help the Night Lords are just going to turn this world into the Nightlands, right?
Some doppelgangers benefit from the Night Lord's power.
Okay.
Any power structure has their lower people.
But not all of them benefit from it, so some of them might be willing to switch sides, maybe, or
A
stop.
doppelganger, though we believe, we don't know, I wouldn't say magically created, though not a truly born person, is still a being with free will.
Okay, they're people.
More or less. They tend to be a little different than the people they emulate.
Okay.
Is there a way to identify them?
I had a friend who was a mentalist who would talk about their aura being an echo. But I don't... It's not my skill set. And, Yolanda says some of them carry the taint of the Nightlands with them if they freshly come over. So they are a little easier to spot for people like, if you're good at recognizing that sort of thing.
We have to. We have to look at their tape.
Yes, yes, man, child.
I deserve that one. I deserve that one. That's fine. Okay, I walked into that one. That's fine.
Into a whole world.
Can any of us see auras? I can't do that. Rohan, you're made of gold and stuff. Can you see auras?
No.
Okay. Peppermint, you're like magic. Can you? That's not a thing you can do, huh?
I believe I can learn, but I don't know right now.
Maybe we can find you like a book or a scroll or something. Do you know if there's any sort of like my helmet can do magical things? I can see really close up. Is there like a kind of lens that people wear? Like, are you guys able to
Magic glasses? Because
I
we don't have stuff like.
Well, are you able to tell the difference between a doppelganger and their original? You personally, Yolanda. Because as far as I know about you, you can turn your arms into glass and stuff, but you don't seem to have any sort of magical eyes.
I'm not magic. I'm just awesome.
That's no doubt, absolutely. But so are you able to tell the difference in any way other than this aura?
No. But
Is it-
generally, I don't care if they're in my way.
Yeah, but how do you know that they're the doppelganger, not the
If they're doing something,
in your way? You just take them out.
yeah, if they are working to further the goals of the Night Lords.
That makes sense. That makes sense. So maybe our best bet isn't to try to root out every individual doppelganger. Maybe we have to go find like wherever their source of worship is, or wherever they're like their church or something.
Any group like that, there's going to be one overseeing the rest of them.
Okay.
And, any group can get scared and like scatter if they're
Cut the head off.
people keeping them. Yeah.
Okay. How would we know these gatherings? I mean, does it look different from a normal church proceeding?
I mean, it's not Catholic, if you know, but you're a man of the. You're a holy man, and Muhammad says, "I know a little more about religions.
Okay.
The religion focuses on the dark.
Just the darkness.
The dark. You'll hear them say the names of the Night Lords. There is no direct symbology of the Night Lords.
Okay.
Other than dark circles, and
Okay.
it wouldn't be the first time someone stumbled into a cult that was worshipping something else. But it sounds like this town may have a infiltration problem.
Yeah.
I think I've seen about 7 people go in over the course of the last 2 weeks or 2 months into that area, besides the group with the hounds.
How many hounds, by the way, did he have with him?
About 7. They are a resource that the Night Lords give out pretty
Easily.
Yes, the factory is.
It creates them, doesn't it?
Yes.
I thought so. Pours them into a mold.
In essence, pours them, presses them out of the ash.
Yeah.
The process is not logical.
Oh.
And Yolanda says, "Yeah, I heard that some people were doing recon on the factories, or this factory, I should say."
How
But
difficult would be to take out the factory?
That's a good question. I like the smile at the end. Like, how difficult would it be to take out the factory? And Greek's little. Doesn't he have sharp teeth?
Yeah.
all right, so I'm not going to say impossible.
I mean, wouldn't that would probably help you guys out a lot, right?
Oh yeah, I mean, for a time.
bit helps.
Yeah, but how much are you willing to pay for that little bit? We don't have a good force for it right now. The factory isn't. It's just part of the problem with the factory is they make them there, so they have a lot of them on hand.
What if can you pull? How much stuff can you pull that through that mirror?
Personally,
Like, can you pull objects?
yeah. I mean, it costs a lot, and there are some mages that specialize in. I mean, I once met a mirror mage who could just open it like a doorway.
Because
Just opened his garage door, drove his jeep right through.
you seem pretty resourceful, and this world seems to not be MDC, right? Am I correct? It doesn't seem like our weapons.
What is MDC, Mohammed? She says it's a.
You know what I'm talking about, Yolan.
Yeah, here's the thing though. It's like a things that are MDC there are very powerful here, but they're not the same.
Right.
It's someone referred to it as a dimensional resonance issue once. I stopped listening. My eyes rolled back in my head. They were talking for like a half hour about rift shifting and ley line walking and
Is that factory almost an exact duplicate of the one back home?
I wouldn't call them exact, but most likely similar.
Greeks, do you think we'd be able to get into that factory back home? Because
Probably.
because if it's like other buildings, it probably has supports, and if it has supports, I probably know how to take those supports down.
Well, what kind of factory is it?
It's a glass factory. It makes glass out of sand.
And where does it send the glass?
You know, I had that same question. Like, why is there such a big business for glass? Like, why does everybody want? Who are all these people making so many windows? I don't even think it's MDC glass. It seems weird, doesn't it? Why are they making so mirrors?
Yeah.
Oh no! Why we're so stupid? Oh man! And that guy
Right.
was there. Remember, I was talking to that guy. I fucking got a weird feeling off of that guy. He didn't want to.
Freya said that.
Oh, she did. Damn it! I need to listen to Freya more.
Oh, yeah.
Always tune her out. God. Well, hold on. Well, then that's bad. So then they're probably working for that guy's clothes didn't fucking fit. I don't
Huh?
think that has anything to do with anything. His clothes didn't fit, right?
Well, actually,
Because if he was a doppelganger, he'd be the exact same size and shape.
it wouldn't be the exact same.
Really?
He'd be slightly different.
Oh, because your doppelganger could like gain or lose weight, but you
Say,
lose weight.
okay, so that is one thing I have noticed 3 or 4 times. If your doppelganger lives in the Nightlands a long time, and then replaces you in a place where you don't have as much struggle, your doppelganger might be a little leaner or thinner.
Because there's not as much to eat here.
Yeah.
Oh man. So that factory might be full of doppelgangers. We
Well-
have to take down that factory. At least the one back home. If we blow up the one back home, will this one blow up?
So
I don't think so.
How does this all work?
it's not a 1-for-1 match. I mean, it's different years. Time works weird. I don't.
How about this?
Mm.
How about how about this? I'm gonna make a plan, which I don't like.
Um,
How about how about
No,
this?
no, no. Say it.
We destroy the factory at our home,
Uh huh.
and you either destroy this one or maybe destroy that fucking pool because that was I personally wanted to blow that place up and just cave it all in on that skeleton pool because that was clearly the most evil shit I've ever seen in my life. So maybe you guys destroy it from your end because it might be easier. We can cause a cave in from the other end, double whammy. We blow up our factory, you destroy your factory.
All right. Now
Sure.
you talk like there's only two of them. Um.
There's two of them here, right here. I don't know. Is this even?
So
Should
I'm
we?
worried about. Okay. So imagine the universe is like a stack of pancakes.
I'm delicious.
Okay. So your Earth is on the top. My Earth is down the bottom, and
Okay.
in the middle is a mirror pancake.
Gross.
Well, you're not eating any. No, okay. Okay. So like, if you stab through with a fork,
Okay.
and you stab the top one, you get to the second one, you get to the third one.
Yep. That's how you do it. That's how you.
Yeah. Like it could have an effect.
Okay. So.
It would be useful to us. It would. Things tend to happen, like stabbing the fork through a pancake.
Like
My
a butterfly effect
terrible.
or something. Like we affect something over there and it will ripple out in some way over here.
Yeah, because this the it's a reflection. So if you break it, it will help. Like it's not gonna fix it here. We're still gonna have to take it, but
Right. But it could help you guys take it.
yeah, and then we could maybe take it back home too.
I don't know what that means.
Don't worry about the third part. It's not. I don't want you on my Earth. Thank you.
I don't want. This place sucks. No offense.
No offense taken. This isn't my Earth.
Oh, this isn't where you live. Where are you from?
I live everywhere. Don't worry about it.
That doesn't make sense.
If I wanted to talk about it, I would.
All right. Okay.
well, we can use the factory back there to our advantage. Like if it's making mirrors, then we can use mirrors there to come here to come to the factory here and then blow up.
Oh man, that's a pretty good idea.
That's actually not bad.
The only problem and the only thing that I'd be worried about is there any way that we could maybe you would know better about this, Yolanda, if there's a mirror on this side and we want to like pop out into this world's factory, can we like look through first? Because what's stopping us from being like
You can't.
here we are and we're surrounded by the the hounds.
You can't. I can.
But you can. Okay. So I'm thinking
And Rohan, was that your first time mirror walking?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, Rohan did it.
Rohan,
Yeah, Rohan
all of us here.
can, but like Rohan is 5.
Rohan is 5. Almost 5 actually.
Round up. I don't care. It's a skill you develop. Like for me and my Earth, it's easy. It's a thin little membrane, but your Earth is like a inch thick bulletproof glass. So it's tougher, and I can do it. But it's, an effort.
Well, what we would need, I mean, we would need some sort of bombs, or if you get me into that factory, I can probably start whaling. This hammer does a really good job. I can whale on, and I usually know what places to hit to make things fall down, but more so on armor than buildings. But if we could get bombs or something, that would probably be a lot better because you could just drop the whole place down onto the creatures and the molds.
This is generally why the places mirrored tend to be pretty well fortified.
Right.
Okay. That I don't
Yeah.
hate that. Can you get bombs? I could take a couple of days, maybe.
Let me ask, Rohan, can you or should you turn into Freya? Because I feel like Freya would know where to get bombs. I don't know where to get bombs. I'm just gonna take a guess and say, Peppermint, do you know where to get bombs?
I mean, maybe if we went back to old bones, I could figure it out.
Do,
You do have
do,
bombs.
do,
You
do
do
you
have
want
bombs there.
do you want me to bring Freya out?
If it's safe for you to do that, I don't want to put her in danger. If you want to wait until we get out of here, that's okay too. I don't want you to get too tired or anything. But I feel like I'm not the brains of this operation. I feel like Freya is, and if we're gonna have a big plan to take down some sort of big factory, I really think that we need her.
Two factories.
Two factories, let alone. Can you make bombs, Greeks? Is that a thing you can
Yeah, Greeks can make bombs.
do?
You
Oh,
just need the raw materials.
he sounded really excited about that too. So, yeah. Well, yeah. So, the town's not too far from Charleston. Maybe we'd be able to get everything that we needed from Charleston, lay low, pretend like we're not looking for these doppelgangers, and then get all the stuff that we need. But again, I don't know where to get this stuff.
I mean, let me think. What is it? There's a place.
Mm.
I mean, we're here.
Rohan is just like Freya's town.
Merktown?
Merc town.
I.
What's Merktown?
Okay, so
For
take
Merk.
the word and break it in half.
Yeah, I get it. I just don't know where it is or what it's about. Well, I guess now I know what it's about. Shut up, Yolanda.
I mean, we have some options. We can go back to Pittsburgh and get some materials.
You're you're across the mountains, but you could get to Char? No. Char no, Char's a little further away. Let's see, Charlotte's about 220 miles, and let's see how far Merktown is. Come on, map. Someone made a very handy map of Rift's Earth. It is much further away. So Merktown's a bit further away. Pittsburgh, the pits. Please don't go there on this side of the mirror.
Oh.
Pittsburgh's pretty close. You say you got friends in Pittsburgh? About, less than 200 miles. Though, you're only about 150 from Dwemer. It just travels rough in some directions.
I know a really nice lady in Pittsburgh who works at the Forge. But that's the only contact I made. The very nice Grackletooth lady.
All right.
But again, I feel like Freya can get us, at least can figure out where we need to go to pick up this shit. Freya, I think has friends in Pittsburgh. Well, friends. But
Here's the thing. You are actually closer than anywhere else. You're not that far from Lockhinge.
Really?
You're only about 100 miles from Lockhinge.
I don't know where. Evan doesn't know where Lockhinge is in placement. We could go there. They'd probably
It's
be
in the magic zone. Says as he adds it to the map.
Would I know somebody there who specializes in ballistics, explosives?
I mean, there was old Lewis.
I love it.
No one really spent time around old Lewis.
The smell. It was the smell.
Lewis.
You can imagine the smell. It was worse than what you're thinking.
Old Lewis spent a lot of time in his cabin alone.
Yeah, it was bad.
A lot of seemed to really always smelled a little bit like pee,
Yeah.
but like old Lewis's fires never went out.
I like that. I like that. That's pretty cool.
Oh, Louis.
Well, do you want us to go to Lockhinge now? Because I don't know. Does it? I feel like we could go to Lockhinge some other time. Maybe it's cooler to have like a, Freya gets us in contact with somebody to get us a weapons deal or something going on, and Greeks makes a bomb. And what do you got? What do you guys think? What sounds like more fun? I'm just talking. I'm like metagaming right now. I'm talking.
Yeah.
What sounds like more like a crazy fucking quest that we want to do? We could do. Or how far away is Old Bones?
Old Bones is a ways.
Okay.
Sadly, Old Bones is
That has
way up.
That's gonna be one of our side quests, though. We gotta go to Old Bones and fuck up that mafia guy. But
Sure. Old Bones is Montreal, so
Oh,
Canada,
that's far.
That's
Oh.
far.
we can't go to Canada. They don't fuck around in Canada.
no, Free Quebec does not fuck around in Canada.
Yeah, Canada. The
Yeah.
Canada riffs is fucking hardcore. Is that where all like the mutants come out of? The animal people?
No,
Oh, I thought maybe
there's
I'm
a
getting
couple of different places.
okay. I don't know. I vote out of game. I vote Pittsburgh because I feel like it would be cooler to revisit the mafia connections. They'd give us the equipment that we need. Greeks can make a crazy fucking bomb.
All right, let me put it like this: you have strong connections in Pittsburgh, which can get you some magic stuff, definitely. Some probably other hardware of medium quality.
Mhm.
Lockhinge would give you some low quality, unknown quantity stuff. If you went to Merktown, you could. This is what Merktown does. This is what people in Merktown do. But there are places on the way you could stop. I mean, there's Stormspire, which sells techno wizard weaponry, and also has a few like explosives.
But we're not sure if that would work here.
Well, what you're talking about, it doesn't. No, magic still works.
Oh, okay.
Like
Okay.
your hammer still works.
Well, would techno wizardry work? Because isn't techno wizardry like nonsense magic, like magic that doesn't make any sense?
Yolanda says techno wizard. I don't know. Like
Does techno wizard stuff work here, Yolanda?
I haven't tried. I don't trust it.
I feel like I wouldn't trust it either. Oh, well, Greeks, have you experienced with techno wizardry? Isn't that your thing?
No.
Don't know what it is you do. I have no idea what your abilities are. I've seen you do stuff 1,000 times. No clue what you are or what your specialty is. No concept.
See. So yeah, that's generally your guidelines.
Rohan
I'm-
would be like, wait for Freya.
Okay, I think okay, but it's good to get it's good that we know our options.
Mhm.
Yeah, I've never been to the city of Brass, but that sounds like a terrible place. So let's not do anything related to them whatsoever.
Genies and stuff, and it's full of fire people.
Yeah, it's not what I've heard, but okay.
That was from a book I read.
Well, I mean, the genies part, yes, but like, also demons, but whatever. So,
I think maybe we need Freya to make a real vote decision, but
okay,
maybe in the meantime we can head over to our side of the
yeah.
mirror.
So I don't think you're going to be able to get back in the thing, and the more time we give them, the more time they'll have to shore up defenses. Though they don't know we'd be coming for them, maybe.
I mean, as far as they know,
How much of a fuss did you make on the other side?
on the other side,
Yeah.
none. We asked some questions. We said, "Hey, we heard that there was some dangerous stuff that happened here. There was a big fight. We're just tracking it down." And they pointed us in the direction of the mine, and then they never heard from us again. So as far as they know, we're dead. If they're doppelgangers and they know what's going on here, I feel like the less they see us, the better. If we pop out of that mine, we try to sneak our way out.
No, mine seems like a bad idea. All right, there was an old department store not too far from here.
Okay.
So I could find. That's where I came through this way.
Oh, there's a mirror there.
Yeah,
Can
old department stores are kind of very helpful for me.
can stuff travel through your arms, Yolanda?
What? Yeah, blood.
Your arms are mirrors, right?
Your brain's a block of brick.
It's not weird. But
My arms aren't mirrors; they are broken glass. It is different.
Oh, okay. I forget. I was just wondering if somebody shoots a bunch of bullets in your arms, can you teleport them to other places? That sounds neat. I don't know.
How
That does sound neat.
Does
how
it?
do we
I think it sounds
how-
very.
how do we contact you?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna travel with you for a while because you need me to finish your plan.
Thank God. Yes, please. I guarantee you, Yolanda, when we get Freya back, I'm sure it's going to get a lot easier for you. But for right now, yeah, you're going
Listen,
to
don't
through a little bit of this. Here.
don't discount Rohan.
Yes.
Don't discount Rohan.
Rohan's amazing, but Freya's the one with the connections and the planning. Rohan's almost 5. Rohan can just destroy anything that he comes across, but I don't know how much he knows. Do you know what subterfuge means or sabotage, Rohan?
Do you know what that means?
Oh yeah, he knows it's sneaky. So, okay, yeah, all right, you might be right. There you go. Good job, Rohan.
I know words.
I don't know. You don't use them a lot, so I can't.
We don't need to. Okay, so let's make our way down to Sutton, the old Walmart in Orma.
It's a Walmart.
It was a Walmart. Now it's kind of a cave that leads into what is a Walmart. There's not much left inside except everything that was bolted down. I had to dig to get in the damn cave.
Okay, let's do it.
But you said time works differently here. Is it? Do you know if it's faster or slower than
It's hard to
Compare.
say.
compared to back then?
It's a little bit Jeremy
It's
Bear.
different every time.
Jeremy Bear.
It's Jeremy Bearmy.
Yeah. So, the group of you travel through the Nightlands at what Yolanda and Mohammed claim is night, but you can't tell because the sky doesn't change.
Okay.
There are no stars here. There's nothing beyond
there-
red. There is no moon.
Oh, I like this place.
Is this place smaller than Earth?
No. As far as
Same
everyone
size?
knows, it's the same size.
Man.
Some people, as you walk, if you ask Muhammad that, he'll talk about how some people believe it's on the astral level, and some believe it's another dimension entirely. That just
Not
happens.
flat, is it?
No one. You can see that the horizon is, in fact, not flat. A thing you can do in real life too.
I'm not convinced. Me and Greeks, we're not convinced. We know.
But as you are approaching Orma, you see an entrance to a cave, and Muhammad and Yolanda freeze up. And coming kind of around a rocky peak, you see a giant reddish brown claw, or orangish brown claw. And then you see a single eye on a little stalk. And then you see sliding itself out to the side a crab 30 feet long? Oh, hold on. Let me get his dimensions right. Maybe it's only 20 feet tall.
Oh, only.
Yeah, only 20 feet tall. Let me get it right, though. I forget what book it's in. Where's the Emperor Crab?
The Emperor.
Emperor Crab.
No, not this book.
Is this a Nightlands monster?
It is a Nightlands monster. It is listed under Nightlands monsters.
Giant evil crabs that wander around this place.
Lizard King. Where are they? I forget what book they are in. That's fine. It is a crab the size of a car, or bigger. It's hard to tell, as it brings its little eye around, and its giant claw, and says, "Appetizers for me." And that's where we'll end for the night.
Oh,
It fucking talks.
It
Oh
talks.
God, that's good. We can reason with it, guys.
yes.
Reason with
Yeah,
it.
I'm sure that something that just called us appetizers is going to be easy to reason with.
It lives in the Nightlands.
It's one of these damn books.
We're gonna charisma our way out of this. Don't worry.
We still have Ghost Fudge. We can give it.
We can get. It's gonna take a lot of ghost fudge to get that thing high. That thing is huge.
Magic is weird, man. Magic is weird.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. We'll give it a shot. That was the GM's clue. We'll throw magic fudge in his mouth and win the day. Oh my god.
Crab, page 142. There we go.
Ooh, can you show us a picture of it?
Yes, give me a moment.
Nice.
It,
I love the living car. That's awesome.
the Emperor Crab stands over 6 feet tall, weighs a ton, and resembles an earth crab with 8 legs and 2 pincer arms.
Ugh.
Oh wow.
It's a 6 foot tall crab.
I like the idea. Is it bigger? Can it be bigger? Like, did you want to make it a huge one?
Yeah.
Because you
It's a
said,
little bigger. It's like 10 feet tall.
yeah, I like the idea of it being that big. That's scary. But
Emperor
let's-
crabs
we
are
have to
not
go on
suited for
that.
use as players.
Is the other guy with us too?
Yes, Mohammed is still with you.
Nice.
Okay.
Is he a Nightbane? I
No.
meant to ask him questions, but we got so caught up. Is he going to be traveling with us too?
No, he's not going to leave the Nightlands.
Okay, I want to
Uh,
ask.
These are questions he would have answered pretty well. He's like, I wield the ancient blade.
I'm going to ask him about that.
Yeah.
Before we leave, I'm just going to ask him about it. Or if you wanted to send me info about it.
No, we can do it in game.
Okay, cool. Because
But
that
not
I
tonight.
definitely do. I am interested in that, but there was just so much. That was so much info that we needed to get through.
Yeah.
Man, I like this though. We're gonna sabotage the stupid factory so they stop making these awful creatures. At least here. Oh man, they're making mirrors. Fuck.
Like Freya said.
I don't remember that.
You don't listen to Freya.
I don't listen to Freya.
Oh,
She's like our leader, but kids like not paying attention. He doesn't care about anything that isn't Zarian and Wenra. That's pretty much that's like what he. That's the only thing he'll listen. He'll pay attention for.
We've
Oh,
noticed.
He'll just sort of figure out the rest. That's his plan. We got this. Good. We got this. That was good. That was good. Shit, man. Centaur motorcycle monster. Fuck yeah. I want to see that guy again. Can you make a note,
Yeah.
Kevin, bring that guy back? I want to know. I want to see
you
him.
know more about him and Captain Caveman?
Not Captain Caveman. Keep the hairy monster, man. I just want to see him a motorcycle monster.
Hey, don't talk about his boyfriend like that.
Aww.
Aww.
Now they were Nightbane, right?
Yes.
Yes.
It kind of sucks for Captain Caveman. You just grow a bunch of hair.
Except that hair also works as like armor and bristles.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay.
Yeah.
He's
These
like
are all things that you can randomly roll on the Nightbane table.
Hey.
Mm-hmm.
that seemed like a fun game to play.
The most fun I ever had playing Nightbane was when the GM rolled the characters for us
Oh god.
and didn't tell us what they were.
That's awesome because you don't get to pick.
Yeah.
That's cool. Oh man, that could be so rad or suck so hard. Like you're like,
I was a giant scorpion covered in goo.
that's awesome.
Another guy had a jetpack and his face unzipped.
Yeah.
okay. Um,
Anyway,
Why? That's not...
Yeah, Rohan could have been a lot worse.
did you pick or did you random roll Rohan?
I think it was mostly random.
Yeah, a little random, but then
The
you
thing
gave
is,
me
it
free
gets
reign.
sometimes it gets some weird. Like the random will give you something that's just not inspiring or fun.
Yeah, I
So
was
that's
getting
weird.
not.
Roll a little more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rohan sounds fucking cool. I like it. He's like a badass angel monster. Oh, this was good, man.
Thank you. Okay, let's go around and tell people where you can find us in the places. And we're gonna start with Peppermint.
I'm Peppermint. You can Peppermint. I'm Nerdy Teddy. You can
You are
find
also
me.
Peppermint.
Yes. You can find me on Twitter at Nerdy Teddy, or in the Discord. And you can find me here Thursdays and Fridays running Beyond the Void at 8 p.m. EST on Thursdays, and Millennium Nights Turbo Jungle on Friday nights at 8 p.m. EST. I also have an itch shop that you can find the link for in the chat or in the link tree on my Twitter bio. That is all I got.
All right, thank you so much. Kid.
Hello, everybody. I am Evan Jennings. You can find me at Evan Jennings64 on the Twitter and Zombie Love Juice on Instagram. I do artwork. That's at Art of Zombie Love Juice on Twitter and Instagram. And I do I run an evil campaign of D&D 5e that you can find on the Beyond EMH YouTube channel. So if you like evil campaigns and a lot of horrible blood and gore, then come and join us and see. It's very silly and horrific. That's it.
All right. Freya.
Hi, I'm Michelle, and you can find me on Twitter at Shell_game. And I just I had to come up with a way of like Freya wanted to do something and then Rohan did it. And then like today I'm just like Rohan says like, I'm 5. And it's just, I just.
Essentially.
Yeah.
I love it. I love that shit.
It's great.
So Evan, that was amazing. What Kid did, that was just amazing.
What did
So-
I do?
When Kid did that whole like this is like the summary of everything.
Yeah, man, I don't know what the fuck's going on. Rohan's 5.
Yeah.
5. We don't know what the fuck we're doing.
Anyone who does is asleep right now. So yeah, that's me.
Yeah. Literally, our leader is inside of a 5-year-old giant fucking 12-foot monster.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rifts. Love this game.
All right. Anything else, Michelle? You good?
I'm good.
Okay. Greeks.
Hi, I'm Ting. You can find me on Twitter, Ting Tut. All my other links are there. Got some stuff working on. I can't say anything about them yet.
Ooh.
And yeah, find me here every Tuesday.
All right. Awesome. Okay, and my name is Kevin Myers. I've been your GM. Thank you for joining us. You can find my wife's amazing knitwear patterns at lattesandllamas.com. And you can see the awesome stuff she's going to be putting out in the future, which I can't tell you about either because it looks so cool. All right. Yes. So thank you for joining us. I just want to say thank you to Kate, my friend, me in midair on the Twitter, who designs our overlays, and you could hire to do yours if you ask nicely. And she put together this red one for us in a very short span of time because I really wanted the players to feel the difference. The Nightlands is a
good.
bad place.
Mm-hmm. She does good work.
She does.
She did a couple of the other things too that we've used before
Yeah, she
And
did.
in like other games.
Yeah, she did the Beyond the Void overlay and graphics and stuff. She went way above and beyond for the Beyond the Void game. So,
All right. So thank you everyone for joining us. Everybody stay safe and hope to see you next week. And yeah.
yeah, we are going to be rating Unmade Gaming. So we will see you next week, everybody. Bye.